I know, I'm crazy. So I decided that we should have some pillow talk time because I can't sleep. I'll have to be really to wake up early tomorrow to behind the scenes for my friend Edith's music video that she's shooting. Oh, okay. Don't make the French fries. I don't like this angle, but I'm gonna make a video because, well, I feel like talking, and I don't really have anybody to talk to because my niece is not really talking to me, so I guess I have to talk to you guys. What are you laughing at?
This.
You're serious? Or what I'm doing?
No, I'm reading a fan fiction.
Oh, you're reading a fan fiction. Kids these days. I was just thinking not too long ago, like 20 minutes ago, about a video I saw and some advice I came across. Not too long ago, I was dealing with a lot of negativity in my life. Granted, we're all going to go through negativity. We're all going to go through all these, you know, ups and downs in our life. For some of us, it's more downs than ups. But it always is going to get better no matter what. I know you hear that everywhere, but it's really true. It really is true. I mean, I know when you're going through it at that time, you feel like it's not true. Or maybe you think it is true, and you know it's true, but you're, you know, because you're in that mindset of like, this shit sucks and I'm going through this, and you have that victim mentality. Well, I know that because I've been through that. I've been through it, and I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just something that we have to go through in order to get to the other side. I'm off topic, and aren't I? I shan't get off topic. I heard this metaphor that a lot of us think that we're broken, and a lot of us will, you know, have the idea that somebody's gonna come along and fix us, or we just need to be fixed. And I know that I've thought of that so many times, and I always thought, oh, you know, like I'm broken, I need to fix myself. Then I heard that metaphor that I was telling you about. He's a therapist, and he says that we should exchange that metaphor for that of our life being a jigsaw puzzle. Because you know, you get a jigsaw puzzle. Personally, I freaking love puzzles. Like 1,000 pieces. You guys already know this, but I love puzzles. He said, when you grab a box of a puzzle box and you empty it on the table, what do you see? Ask yourself, is this puzzle broken? You really ask yourself, is this puzzle broken? And most of us are going to say, no, it's just not put together. The same thing with your life. He's pretty much saying our life is a giant puzzle that we have to put together so we can eventually see the big picture. And that's what life is really all about going out there and finding these pieces of the puzzle. And the most important thing is that sometimes things are not going to fit together. The pieces that we find are not going to fit together, and maybe that's in your relationships, in your friendships, your career, education, everything in life pretty much. So maybe that's why a lot of us ask ourselves like, oh, why didn't it work with this person? And then later down the road we realize it didn't work with this person because it wasn't the puzzle piece to complete the big picture. And that makes sense. If you've ever seen that one quote that says something like, one day somebody's going to come along and you're going to realize why it didn't work with anybody else, because those pieces didn't fit in your puzzle. They made up your puzzle, but they didn't really fit together in the right spots. Like, have you ever had that one? This happens to me all the time. You're building your puzzle, and you have one piece that just seems like it fits, and it goes well, and you're like, yeah, this freaking fits. What the hell? It looks fit. It's just probably just a tiny little thing that just got in the way, like a little dust particle that's not making it fit. And you think it fits, but then you're like down to the last pieces of the puzzle that like revolves around that little piece that you thought fits, and then you're kind of like, WTF, why is this not aligning perfectly with everything else? Because that damn little piece of puzzle really goes on the opposite side and doesn't go there. And then you're like, oh, okay, so I thought it fit well, but then it really didn't because it doesn't belong there. Same thing with the things in our life. We're not really broken. We don't need anybody to fix us. We need to go out and find these puzzle pieces so that we can start putting our big picture together. And I thought that was really neat that he said that. I thought that was really, like, good. Like, it made me think. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Basically, you have to go out and find your puzzle pieces because you're the owner of that game. So you gotta put it together. You have to find the change in your life if you want it, and you have to go and get it. because nobody is going to bring it to you. Maybe you're in a relationship where people, you're trying to make it work and you've been trying to make it work for years, but in the end it just doesn't work out because it wasn't meant to be. That's like your puzzle piece. It's just that piece was not meant to fit. The piece makes up a part of your story, but it doesn't fit. And I think a lot of us have a lot of trouble dealing and accepting with that. I know I've had tons of trouble accepting a lot of things in my life. But I think the beauty of it is that once you do accept it, you feel so much lighter and you understand a lot of things. And I think it's just a process. It just takes time. And a lot of us wallow in the things that didn't work out in the past, and we kind of forget that there's something way more important, like the present and the future, where we can make changes and make sure we don't make the same mistakes. And sometimes we do make mistakes, and the only thing you gotta do is just get up back on your feet and keep going. And I think it's taken me a long time for me to really come to this point and realize that a lot of things just have to fall into place the way they have to and the way they were meant to be, without me trying to alter them completely and forcing them to become that way. And I think that, again, that's why I love that whole puzzle metaphor, because we're not really broken individuals. We are just not put together. And we have to go out and find them. And it's not just about gathering those pieces, it's about, finding where they fit. And but yeah, so if you're going through something in your life, just know that eventually you're going to get over it, and you're going to understand why it didn't work out for whatever reason it is. Maybe you won't even know the reason, but you'll know that you'll just have it in your mind. You'll have that peace of mind that it happened because it was meant to happen that way. There's a plan out there for everyone. You have to stick around to see what it is. And if you're going through a shitty ass time, it's not the end of the world. We all go through crappy times. We go through a lot of changes in life, and we just kind of need to learn to adapt to the changes as we go. Just don't forget about yourself. Take care of yourself. I think that's something that we lose a lot, especially after relationships end. We realize that the relationships become our identity or part of our identity, and then when it's over, you're kind of like, what the hell do I do now? So that's the time that you've got to take, because I do get a lot of you writing to me asking me about how to get over somebody. But I think the first step to wanting to seriously get over somebody is working on yourself, because you do lose a huge part of you when you break up with somebody. There's a lot of things that we can work on. I know that from my last relationship, I knew that I had lost myself so much, and I became something I did not like at all. And now I'm back to how I was before that, which was how I liked to be, when I lost myself a lot. But it's all a process with learning in life and lessons that we have to go through in order to gain the experience and become wiser as we get older. And you'll eventually figure it out. But for now, just relax and enjoy the ride. Smile and laugh, and don't give up. I think that's the most important part, is don't give up. There's been so many times in my life when I wanted to give up so bad, and sometimes you think that you give up, but the truth is that you kind of don't, because you're still here, you're still on the grind, you're still moving forward, and that's important. Just don't forget that you have control over your life, and you should definitely take it. You need a lot of patience in your life, and it requires patience, and time is going to tell you. Time's going to guide you where you got to go. And if you want something, work hard for it, and go get it. Yeah. Okay, well, have a good night. I'm going to have a good night, because I'm going to go to bed soon. I got to wake up early tomorrow. I hope this helped you, and let's go get the things that we want out in this life. Don't forget to smile while you're gathering all these pieces. Let's make it a positive experience. It's easier said than done, but it can happen. Trust me. It can happen. Trust me. Okay, I'm gonna go now.